I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the ball down one. 6 months in, I ain't down once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She says she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat. I'm just hoping she don't feel. Cause when she do, I don't know what I'ma do. All that I heard that y'all was talking, it was comical. Pull up in your city for the evening, what you trying to do? Cause I'm open to it. I know that you missing, but you gon' get through it. I can help with it if you need that. Go and bring the beat back. I don't really listen to the feedback, nah. Told me that she good, she don't need jack, nah. I'm real proud of the steps you took just to get to the place that you at today. I couldn't tell you to you straight.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the San Francisco 49ers and the Las Vegas Raiders. And we are underway here in Las Vegas. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On second down, a run. 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. He's got his 6'5" receiver. That's Tim Patrick. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
First down, San Francisco.
Tua now on first down. Finding the open man, and that's Tim Patrick. 7 yards, the pickup there.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Here's Dobbins. And some room to run now. And he's got this down to the 35. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
And the ball is out. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
The fumble on first down now. Here's 2nd down. A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A gain there of 21 yards. That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complementary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen. But that was a simple throw and catch. But even with that completion, 0 yards gained. So they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. And the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. They'll run here with Raidaz. Good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13.
He was brought down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive, but this is 3rd down. Now a carry for Raidaz. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front. And a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
For the field goal. A 28-yard attempt.
Lutz's kick is good. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. First carry for Josh Jacobs. And this first play will get him back to the 25, but that's going to be it. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's called winning at the point of attack, isn't it? Right there at the line of scrimmage. I know he's a little bummed out now. He doesn't get credit for a tackle for a loss, but no gain, his guys will take that.
And speaking of winning, to be as cheesy as we can, he was the winner of the NFC Defensive Player of the Week award from last week, so he's really stringing together some good football.
So not only did he get a gold star, he might have gotten a gold watch, too, huh?
And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Here's Carr. Lets this go for Winfield downfield. Oh, this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Now Dobbins. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give them 14 on that one and a 1st down.
There on the tackle. A gain of 14. 1st down, 49ers.
3-0 after one on EA Sports.
Niners 3, Raiders 0.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good possession, 1st and 10. Now Tua. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
2nd and 7 at the 22-yard line.
Inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
Taken down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Out of the gun on 3rd down. Here's Tua. And that is incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And Lutz puts this one through. And they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0. So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goal is probably not what they were hoping for.
Man, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
At their own 23-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. As we know, they had the chance last week, Charles, to lock up the division. Couldn't do it. Now it all comes down to the final week of the season. But once again, they control their destiny.
And that's a good thing. But I wonder about mindset because you mentioned they had a chance to lock it up last week, didn't. Are they bringing extra pressure to themselves now? Even though they control their own destiny with a win, now because they didn't get it done before, will they be even tighter as they approach this game?
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. They almost had it. The big D lineman nearly had an interception. Instead, it falls down incomplete. Throwing his car on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. This is taken at about the 14. A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10.
27-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off on Micah Hyde, and they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver. Whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter, they'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you can see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender.
And this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Jason Verrett.
Oh, man, partner, this is something cornerbacks love to do, and that's outthink a quarterback. If you get a sense that they're going to throw a quick out route or a quick hitch, you can just lay back an extra yard or two, but then really put your foot in the turf and drive on the football. And here I think he baited the quarterback into the throw and made it pay off.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one good for 33 and a first. I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked. Then you had a halfback. You had pulling guards, guys who could get out and run. And you can hear the great coach saying it back then. So we get a seal here and a seal here, and we run this play right in the alley.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll run. It's Dobbins. He will push his way down to about the 14. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he's going to come up well shy of the first here as the tackle's made right around the 12.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Now, last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete, and he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning.
3rd down and 12.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Flushed out right. And this is caught by Watkins. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. Carr now on 1st down. Now the Niners get there and bring him down. D Ford in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
He was brought down by Emmanuel Mosley. Brings up 3rd down.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Shotgun now for Carr. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some touch.
Yeah, especially maybe when we look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive.
1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. It's David Arnett picking it off. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here. 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reactions of those guys battling the back 7, phenomenal.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Now Carr. Rolling to his right. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
It seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. To throw again. Carr. Will get this underneath to Jacobs. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. That was signaling a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play.
7-yard line.
The Raiders into the red zone for the first time. They've got it 1st and goal at the 7. From the gun, it's Carr. And will be intercepted. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And these guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
By the 49ers. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. Come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll give it to Jacobs to start the drive. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Decided to hit it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. Carr gonna throw. And it is incomplete. Hunter Renfrow is the man he was looking for. And that'll bring up second down. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up second and 10. Throwing again. Carr. Lots of screen pass. That's complete. The broken tackle, but couldn't create much space. Down just beyond the 35. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. On 3rd down, Carr. And that will be incomplete. The passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
How about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Another run here with Dobbins. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
J.K. Dobbins.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And it's 3rd down.
Here's Tua. Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked by Trayvon Mullen. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Now after the INT, it's Carr. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or 2 shy of midfield. Count them now, 6 interceptions between last week and this week. Now, the 3 picks last week helped them to a win. They're in the driver's seat once more.
And they're the ones that are doing all the leading, aren't they? Right? The 3 interceptions last week, that led to a victory. 3 interceptions so far in this game, that has them out in front. We often think of the offense driving things. In this case, it's the defense, not just holding teams, but creating big plays for themselves.
48-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, it's Tua. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
7 yards to go.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 49. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
A run with Jacobs there on 1st down, but he'll manage only a yard or 2 at best. 2nd down coming up.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing now is Carr. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 23 yards the pickup there.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
On 1st down, Carr. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
And the Raiders are going to have it 1st and goal as he'll take this down to about the 3.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
They'll run it with Jacobs. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
To me, that's a terrific run on 1st and goal at the 3. They got 2 yards. I'd line right back up and give it to him again.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. To throw his Carr. Eluding the pressure right. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
But there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
They'll run with Jacobs. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Raiders are back within a score. And they're back within a couple at 9-7 now.
Makes the score Niners 9, Raiders 7.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
They'll go again with Dobbins. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This time it's 3rd and 3. Going to the air. Tagovailoa. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Raider defense delivers a score.
coaches always tell their players someone's got to make a big play, but what they mean is a game-altering play, a game-changing play, a turnover force, and we just got that. I mean, how about that play, Brandon?
Yeah, a pick six, fourth quarter, that is a game changer.
Someone read their keys, and someone had the courage to go after the ball right then and there.
And it gives them the lead. And the lead is up to 5.
Makes the score Raiders 14, 49ers 9.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
1-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they have to try and move past that pick six because now they're dealing with a fourth quarter deficit. And they need this drive to end in points.
And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Set through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
Now he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 12 yards there and a first down.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins.
And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
First down, San Francisco.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 38.
Dobbins running out of the gun. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch victory.
Right back to Dobbins on 1st.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
They'll run on first down. Dobbins, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa.
Dancing to his left. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball.
And this is going to be intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops.
Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. And not much here as he'll get it to the 11, maybe the 12-yard line.
The tackle made at the
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
brings up 2nd and 9.
Has it over the middle. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Well, I think you'd have to say defensively, these guys are doing their job pretty well, right?
Yeah, we talked about them holding them under 20 points, right, on defense. And they've done that. They've held them. The problem is their own offense hasn't answered their challenge, which was to score more.
Yeah, exactly. I remember you saying magic number was right around 20, and the offense has been the issue. You're right. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Fielded at the 20. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
At their own 33-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. He'll get this one to Patrick.
Complete.
A gain of 6 there on 1st.
It's a pickup.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
39-yard line.
So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
And it's 3rd.
He'll look to throw. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. And down by 5, they've got to go for it here on 4th down. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. Finding the open man, and that's Tim Patrick. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it, and his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Intercepted. The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
2nd and 7 at the 40-yard line.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down.
Kinlaw on the tackle. A 1-yard gain brings up 3rd and 10.
So this one a victory for the Las Vegas Raiders. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
Oh, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.
So for Las Vegas, it's an 11th win of the year as they'll finish the regular season at 11-5. And now they'll await the final seeding.